As I was preparing for this opening session and thinking about executive presentation skills and your effectiveness as leaders, my mind cast back to the first time I ever learned to play chess. It was on my honeymoon. We went to Spain. We went to the second oldest Club Med. And I could tell it was the second oldest because I don't think they actually replaced the furniture since they opened. But be that as may, the ocean was gorgeous. The entertainment was fantastic. It was the perfect setting to kick off a lifetime partnership. And so every evening after they did their big Hollywood production, their show, Byron and I would go right near the surf where they had these tables set up and they had chessboards. Now, I had never played chess before, so this was my first tutorial as the missus. So Byron started to teach me about chess. And of course, it's a game of strategy. It's a fascinating game that you could master over your lifetime. And it was a little confusing at first because there were so many different pieces and each piece could move a different way. And I got a little frustrated, I will tell you, with the king. Because a king, he's like the king, right? And you can't play the game if you don't have the king in play, and checkmate means the king's at rest, game over. But I started to notice what the other players could do, and I was fascinated with the queen, because she could shoot across the entire board in a single move. She can go diagonal, forward, backward. She might not be able to do that up to over one thing, but she's an incredibly useful tool. And in that she was so powerful, I actually became afraid to use her. Because if you lose your queen, you're really in jeopardy, right? So I found myself using the pawns, and then I'd experiment with the knights and the rooks, and I lost a lot of those first games. Hopefully I was a good sport. But as I think about what we're about to do in terms of developing your presentation skills, I think that this story is relevant because what we are doing is we're learning how to use the queen. Your content, your message, your subject matter expertise is your king. Without it, you can't play this game. And this game is the game of business, right? So I assume, and I know you were chosen, your organization chose you for this day because you've got the king in play. You've got the knowledge, you've got the message, you've got the content. What we're going to do over the next 2 days in this Motivated Presenter course is to learn how to use your queen more strategically. That is your delivery. How you use your voice, what you do with your body. Are you bold enough to move in? Do you hide in the corner? What creative things do you bring to the table? How do you take your king, your message, and translate it in a fun and receptive way so your audience gets it? And they're not only informed, but they're inspired, they're motivated, and they're activated. They will act on your recommendations. They will act on your message. And we're going to be looking at all the different scenarios, from town halls to staff meetings to boardrooms to investor rooms, whatever context you're in, bring that to the table and we'll work on that and figure out what is the appropriate delivery for that audience, for that objective, to win that game. So chess to me is the perfect metaphor for the business that we're in, the business of business. And really the focus for the next 2 days is going to be on the queen. That is the queen of delivery, how you can deliver your presentations more effectively.